It's Xbox Live, and that's right. That was
for the release of Doom 3. My name is Cruz from 106.1 KISS FM, and you got about less than 10 minutes until you can start buying your very own copy, and then the guys from ID Software are going to be here to sign your copies. We also got a couple of the lovely ladies from the Dallas Desperados here to sign some autographs for you. Brooke and Veronica are going to be doing some autographs, so definitely stop by. We're going to sign you up to give away some copies of Doom 3. We've also got an Xbox to give away, a wireless controller as well, so if you guys want to sign up, come do that now. We'll start the giveaways in about 5 minutes with 106.1 KISS FM.
Playoffs, absolutely.
That would be awesome.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Talking about, come on down, man. You got a Doom 3 t-shirt on, doing the tiptoe dance. That's what. There we go. Way to go, Yale. All right, man. All right, we got what, 3-1? All right, here we go. Now, go pick it up. You can get the box signed, and then they'll hook you up with that at midnight. I want to remind some of you people that actually.
You got it?
Yep.
There you go.
the last one I would recommend. They'll be over in quick care of that. I think this sounds clearly the most organic level of
What do you think, man?
players.
That's very cool. Very cool.
We're most excited about the fact that this is for Xbox. Well, for both of us, it's a pretty exciting thing. You don't get to meet the creators of a video game every day, so.
Well, you know, Game Rush stores are very popular, and we decided that this is a great place to have a midnight launch. We only have 25 developers at id Software. It's very small compared to some of the other big studios, but we like to hire the best of the best and keep them very, very motivated. So we're actually a very small team.
Oh yeah, the best time in game development is when you're done and when you actually get the game out and see people play it and get it in their hands, because that's what we spent the last 4 years working on. So it was a long project. Well, if you hadn't been out to see the daylight in the past 4 or 5 years, or maybe even 10 years, Doom is about demons and you having to kill them all. And in Doom 3, it's sort of it's not really a sequel in the true sense of the word. It's basically a retelling of the original Doom. The story is that you're a Marine who's sent to a high-tech base on Mars as part of a security detachment, and pretty soon after your arrival, literally all hell breaks loose, and you've got to stay alive, find out what's causing the demons to come out of this portal to hell, and hopefully stop them from where they're coming from before they get a chance to not only take over Mars, but land on Earth too.
So it's kind of a happy story, right? Like kind of a Barbie, you know.
Actually, it's more about trying to scare people. Just to the game is we like to think of it as definitely trying to make people the living room for on Doom 3 for the Xbox. Our mission with the game was to make the living room the scariest room in the house.
So you're like Stephen King of the video world.
Well, Doom 3 is pretty scary, so and especially with the big screen TV with 52-inch graphics, and a lot of people have surround sound in their house now. It can be pretty creepy. You'll be wondering what's under the couch.
Okay, what does Xbox do that PC doesn't?
Well, with the Xbox version, there's a few additional things depending on which version you buy. On all of them, there's of course the the cooperative campaign that we did specifically for the Xbox. In fact, the team at id actually constructed the cooperative campaign, and it's sort of like a director's action highlights of the single-player experience. So all the intense action is there, so you can go through blasting demons with a buddy, and you don't really have to spend a lot of time figuring out what's going on with the story. Of course, also, and you can play the cooperative campaign over both Xbox Live or System Link. And then some more differences between the PC and the Xbox version. For the Xbox version, the full game is there, the full story start to finish. So it's sort of the same pizza, but because of the memory configuration on the Xbox, again, I had to make it into thinner slices of gameplay. So there's quite a few changes in terms of just sort of how the story is actually told from one segment to the next, although it's the same story, just sort of in thinner little segments. And all of the Xbox Live features are supported, of course, so you can play deathmatch, team deathmatch, last man standing, all that over Xbox Live, which is really cool.
So as a programmer, does it make it more complex for you to have these thin slices, or is it more of a challenge?
Well, I'm not a programmer, but what the challenge of it certainly is as you go through and you take a game that's architected start to finish, you can't just go in and say, okay, well, we're going to chop all these levels in half and put half of it here and half of it there. You actually have to make the gameplay flow consistently throughout the game. So it is a fairly tricky design decision to go in and determine how you're going to segment things up and not lose continuity as you play through the story.
So you've been doing this Doom stuff for a while over the years. Has it get a little bit easier, or you scratch the surface and how you hone your skills?
Well, every time, especially when you come out with brand new technology like John architected for Doom 3, and of course even the technology on the Xbox is just like it is on the PC, where we have real-time lighting and shadowing, bump mapping on all the surfaces on all the characters, physics, all that good stuff. It definitely creates a development challenge for everybody who works at the company to try to keep up with what John's doing on the technology side and really make that technology shine. And I think that we were able to do that with Doom 3 because it really looks and feels like you're in the middle of basically as a CG movie that you get to play the hero in.
Okay. So how exciting is it? When are we going to see it again? Blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's really cool to be able to come out on launch day and actually interact with the fans. We get to do it every year at QuakeCon, but that's sort of surrounding a big LAN party. And when we have you only get sort of one launch day for a title, and actually be here and to see people buying it and the enthusiasm kind of charges us up. And we're already pretty excited to be working on what we're doing next. Don't know when we're really going to have any more details about that, but I can say that it's brand new IP, not Doom, not Quake, not Wolfenstein. So it'll be something brand new from id, and John's working on a brand new rendering engine for it. So I'm sure the technology is once again going to knock the socks off of people. So we're excited to be able to get Doom 3 in the hands of the fans, and also excited to be able to sort of shift gears now and start on the next new thing.
And finally, with whatever the next project is for id, I'm sure you're not going to tell anything about that right now. Can we look for PS3, Xbox 2 stuff from id, or whatever future consoles are called?
Well, I can say this is, and I don't know if John's talked about this or not, but John is looking in at the hardware of both Xbox 2 and the PlayStation 3. Of course, that's all NDA stuff, so we can't really talk about it very much at all. But certainly those are. I think from an economic standpoint, I know your readers probably don't care so much about this, but the console markets are becoming relative to the PC. You've seen just at a macro level, the PC market has been in decline now. In 2005, if trends hold, will be the third year in a row that the PC market has dropped off or been flat, versus console markets continuing to have sort of double-digit growth year after year. And so that, at some point, starts to make a pretty big difference. We've been known forever as a PC-first developer, right. But we put a lot of effort in on Doom 3 for the Xbox to have this sort of concurrent development project, and that worked out pretty well for us, I think. I mean, I think the proof is in the pudding ultimately with the game that's in the box.
Right.
And so that's something that worked out well for us. I expect that'll be something that we probably put more emphasis trying to get, releases together to the extent we do, multiple SKUs at the same time. If it's, PC, Xbox 2, PS3, it's probably a little too early to tell at this point. I mean, I can say, and we have said before, is that our next project, John's working on all new technology, so that certainly makes it interesting with respect to what you might be able to do and how that fits in well with what's going to go on with the next generation consoles, as well as what the top end PCs are going to be like a few years down the road. And we're doing an all new IP, so it's not Wolf, not Quake, not Doom. So it'll be something new. We're still fleshing that out internally, but we're pretty stoked about it.
Can it safely be said it's FPS?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's what we do best.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's my questions.
All right. Cool.
Thanks, Tom.
Sure.
Question: why'd you come and do it? Why'd you release here?
Well, I think that
Sorry, talk to Soundman.
All right. Well, the cool thing about Blockbuster is that they've got the ability to have all the games in stock, and it's a pretty hardcore fan base that comes out. So, and they were going to open up at night and let everybody get here before anybody else could get an opportunity to buy the game tomorrow. So it's pretty cool. We like the idea of kind of having this sort of release party with the fans. They're here local in Dallas, and they've been really cool to work with.
Tell me about Xbox versus why'd you go Xbox instead of PlayStation?
Well, the frank answer on why Doom 3 is out only on the Xbox is that the Xbox is the only console that has the horsepower to run what we're doing on the graphics side. Without the chipset and graphics card that's in the Xbox, we aren't going to be able to deliver the visual experience that is so critical in making Doom 3 such a scary, fun, entertaining game. And we weren't willing to dilute or sacrifice, for what the game is for our customers to make a buck to have it out and sell a few more copies.